God, it's way too difficult.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
That's a good start.
Well, what's up?
Automatically.
What do you mean?
Go
Automatically?
ahead. Go.
No. Listen, what's up, Streamland? I am your host for the evening, JD Rosario from Unstoppable Comics, and you're watching Comic Book Streamland on Friday, January 2nd, 2026. Woo-hoo! We are available on Facebook, YouTube, and on Instagram. So if you're watching us on Instagram, you want to join the chat, please join Comic Book Streamland on Facebook or on YouTube and hang out with us for tonight. Thank you.
You gotta get that Twitch set up, man.
I got it. Yeah, the Twitch. Does the Twitch get through here like Instagram does or no?
Yeah, it's in the list.
No, I mean because Instagram doesn't. You can't see the comments.
Comments. Do the comments.
Oh, I don't know. Does it?
I don't know.
We'll have a test.
All right. What's up, fellas? I'm here joined for the. I'm joined for the evening.
It's the worst
I know.
first show of the year ever.
Dude, you know.
It's only
And for those that don't know, you probably won't see us again for 3 weeks because that's the way the show works.
We're the most inconsistent comic book live stream in all of comicdom, right? How's the new year for you guys?
There was a new year?
There was a new year.
Okay.
No,
If you say so. I was working. I was in the office. I was working. I was doing things.
I didn't hear any fireworks, so did anything happen?
You know, I didn't either. And normally they're popping them off out here, but I really didn't hear anything this year.
Really
Interesting.
Caroline, you heard the fireworks when you believe him, didn't you?
Did I? I mean, I was driving through Brooklyn, so it just could have been gunshots. So who knows?
That is a possibility. Yes. You were driving to the best parts of Brooklyn. I know you had a great time over here. I mean, come on, bro.
No, definitely had a great time at your place. But it was still Brooklyn.
Don't knock it, baby. Don't knock it, baby.
Bro, I spent a huge part of my youth in Brooklyn, so it's like
best place in the whole world, right? Best place in the whole world.
No, it's all right, but it's certainly not the best place in the whole world. Well, it wouldn't even rank on my top 100. So
come on, bro, don't do that to me, man.
Right.
Come on,
Brooklyn. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
All right, so everybody else had a very good New Year, if they were working or if they weren't working, or safe, sound, right, peaceful. Yes. Okay, good. All right, I want to thank everybody for joining DM. Ray JD spent his youth in Brooklyn. He's 27 now. Way to be. He is not 27. I'll tell you that.
So where are you live on Instagram?
Jay Rosario, Jay the Unstoppable.
It's not Unstoppable Comics.
No, because I gotta have the business account with it.
How the hell? No one no one's there because no one can find you.
See, he's only
I'm literally trying to find you right now, and I can't find you.
Yeah, he's Unstoppable Comics, not Unstoppable Streaming. So
Unstoppable Comics I found, but I can't find where you are.
JAYTHE Unstoppable.
Jay the Unstoppable.
Yeah.
I got it.
There we go.
Oh, I am following you there. I still don't see you live.
Dude, it's telling me I'm live.
It's telling me you're not.
Someone I'm gone.
I don't see anything here that tells me that you're live.
I think
the best laid plans, guys. The best laid plans.
The Price is Right losing horn.
Maybe that's why you get no comments from Instagram, because you're not live.
No. But the Instagram comments, they don't feed in regardless.
Oh wait, is this? Is this video? Nope, that's not it either. Nope.
All right, hold on a second. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it all over again, baby. All right.
Larry said you're live.
You see? We're live.
I'm looking at your account. It doesn't say anything about live.
All right, hold on a second. One more time.
Is there a different place I have to go for live feeds?
No, it says we're live, bro.
No, not according to me.
All right. Well, listen, we're here. We're hanging out. I want to thank everybody who's joined. Now David's telling me I'm not live. God damn.
Yeah, now you're not live. You're not. Confirm. Stop using it. Throw it out.
Yeah. All right. Instagram is done. There's no Instagram. There's no more Instagram with this, guys. I'm so sorry. I mean, it's supposed to be a simple thing. It really is. All these upgrades from StreamYard, you'd think they would have had the Instagram.
Yeah, they have. This is true. They have been kind of. Oh, and did you see they have now, whoever bought StreamYard, I can't think of what they they have now merged with their sort of parent company now.
Right.
So there could be wonkiness happening. That's possible.
Okay.
That is possible.
Well, Glenda says you're live.
Yeah, but she's watching on YouTube.
She's on YouTube. Yeah. YouTube, we're good. It's just Instagram that we're looking at.
All right, so listen, we're all here. It's Friday night. We're talking about indie comic crossovers. I want to thank everybody who's joining us. All right, we're going to reset the whole thing, even though we're a few minutes in. That's how we get down, baby. That's how we get down. But thank you everybody who's joining us. All right, so indie comic crossovers, right? I can remember the Image Valiant deal. I can remember the War of the Independents. Yeah. Is there anything else you guys can think of off the top of your head? That does not include the whole amalgam, all right? Or anybody crossing over with Batman or anything like that.
The Batman.
There was something with, I know there was Cerebus, Flaming Carrot. I think it was Neil the Horse. Okay. Yeah, they did a weirdo crossover, but I just think it might have just been the covers, like a 3D thing they did, and then
Cerebus and Spawn crossed over.
Cerebus and Spawn crossover.
Yeah,
that's right.
True. They did, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Cerebus and Spawn did crossover,
and that story won a freaking award for best story of that year.
Really?
I just read that because I'm reading the old Spawn stuff, right? And so that book got published in that book, and so I was reading it, but it also comes with stuff from what's the dude's name?
Dave Sim.
Dave Sim. He wrote about it, about how he was going back and forth with Todd about, you get to print it, I get to print it, we get to do this and that, and so on and so on. And he was talking about it, how he got lumped in with Alan Moore and Neil Gaiman and Frank Miller, because he went looking for these writers. And out of all of those stories and out of all of those guys that did that book, Dave Sims was the one that got the award for the story. So
probably because Dave was the only one that took it seriously.
I think that
Moore?
No. Who did Gaiman, sorry. Did Angela. I think that Gaiman did a decent job with the Angela world building. And what I didn't realize is he actually came back for another issue. He came back for issue
he wrote,
I don't know.
Or I thought it was
2 or something to do some more of it. Yeah.
There you go, Warrior Nun and Evangeline, right?
Yep. It was Savage Dragon and Ninja Turtles. Savage Dragon.
Okay.
What was it? It did something else.
Usagi Yojimbo and the Turtles.
Yeah.
Usagi Yojimbo, Ninja Turtles. I remember.
There was the Hellboy Savage Dragon.
Okay.
You want to know something interesting? Back in the day, this is going back to Valiant days. I was at San Diego Comic-Con. Who the hell was I talking to? Somebody I was talking to at Valiant. At this time I was just fanboy, just doing my thing. And I was talking to somebody at Valiant. They were talking about Turok, and they were talking about crossing him over with other stuff. And I was like, dude, you know what you need to do is you need to go and pitch to Dark Horse and do a Turok Godzilla crossover. That would be fucking amazing. And for those that don't know, it's Turok Dinosaur Hunter. This is what he does. I was like, that would be freaking great. And the guy kind of looked at me like I had something, and he was like, oh. But then his brain immediately flipped, and he was like, well, but what we're really trying to do is do Turok versus Jurassic Park. That was their big goal, was we want to run Turok into the Jurassic Park realm. And I was like, that's all right too. I guess that makes sense. But it doesn't, I think it would be far more interesting to me as a fan to have Godzilla being this dinosaur versus just he's chasing a bunch of dinosaurs. Who cares? We do that in your book anyway, dude. So make it a little more different, and it would be great. And then now you could do with Invincible, right? He's got the big bad guy called Dinosaurus, the big red dinosaur, who wears a cape. You could have Turok versus Dinosaurus. That would be amazing. I would love that.
Oh, look at you! You're just giving away. You're giving away free.
I'm giving it away, Robert. I'm giving it away. Yeah,
I'm sure he's watching right now.
Of course he is.
No, and I remember what Valeria the She-Bat, Vampirella, right? When
well, Vampirella crossed over with everybody, man. I mean, she was everywhere. Shadowhawk. She even did a Wetworks crossover. The Wolves Pertasio Wetworks. So yeah, Vampirella has literally been like everywhere. Yeah.
Okay. So it happens. Does it always pay off? I guess is the question I should be asking.
I would say the answer is probably no, but I think most of the time it does its job in the moment, right? Because the fans get excited about that stuff. It's like, in that moment, like, oh yeah. But then, kind of over time, most of those stories don't have enough meat to them to kind of be like, let me come back and read that again. Like they're fun, right? But they don't necessarily always have like heavy, like, oh, this was a great story. It was, here you go. Tomb Raider and Witchblade and
there you
all
go.
That they crossed over, right? Now, the interesting thing about that is that because Tomb Raider was a licensed character, those books will not be reprinted ever again.
Oh, wow.
Because the license says, they would have to get the license again to reprint them. So you'd have to go find you'd have to go find the original issues, which you can, they're out there. Or I think they did do some trade paperbacks, but again, all of that stuff's out of print because they don't do that Tomb Raider anymore. So
the Grifter She book wasn't bad. That's pretty good.
Oh, she did a bunch.
I'm not tearing them all down. I'm not saying like these are all shit. Yeah. But most of the time, when you get these sort of crossovers, they're just sort of there to be kind of money makers for the moment. Like, hey, let's just do something so that both of our brands get a little pop, and then and then we move on with our lives.
Your separate ways. Yeah. I mean, but that was the overwhelming problem with Deathmate, right? Is that it could have been a big, huge thing, but because certain people were months and years late on what they were supposed to be doing, that it kind of faltered from there. Like there was no way to keep the momentum going because people didn't do their parts for 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
So did they go into it without a plan to capitalize on it when it was over?
Well, it didn't matter what plan they had because they couldn't get the books out on time. So again, you come in with the momentum, like, oh my God, this is going to be great. And then people are just like, well, where's the book? And where's the book? And where's the book? And then when it finally came out, they're like, well, we don't care anymore. Doesn't matter.
It was a done deal by then. I mean, and the stories in the books weren't that good anyway for them to not be that late. I mean, it was a hype train.
It was exactly. His first appearance at Gen 13, right? It's like Deathmate Black, and like that's in dollar bins.
Yeah, right. It's like, I'm looking at this, right? The Indie Creators Universe card set. I thought this was going to be like the next big thing, right? I thought we were going to get some stories out of this, but this is it. This is the only time we ever saw 99% of these characters.
I have to be honest with you. I remember seeing that, and I remember laughing back then because I knew it was bullshit. Right. Well, because Image had already come out. These guys are just all a bunch of people jumping on a bandwagon.
Right.
Or at least thinking they're going to. But when you brought it out and showed it, what was it, a few months ago? So I was like, yeah, I want one of those.
Yeah.
So I
got this in the cheap. I think
I paid like $15, $20.
What I thought was cool. Well, first of all, it was promoted as like the first appearance of these characters.
Right.
Which it is in a card form, but no one really cares. The only way that would matter is if somebody actually made their card and then made something out of those characters, which to my knowledge, I don't think more than a handful of them did anything with those characters. There are a few in there that became comic book characters, but very, very few. But what I always liked about that set was just the design concept. Like just people are coming in to design, right? I was like, okay, what does this guy got? Show me this design of this hero or alien or whatever you're going to do. And so that's what I liked about it. It did have some good art in it, had some good artists in it, and I liked the design quality of it. So it's a cool obscure little set. And I would bet also if you ever pop that open, you put the set together, if there's something in there that you were like, I like this, you could probably contact that creator and be like, do you want to like put it in a comic? Like if I was like, hey, I got Critter, do you want to put your superhero in Critter? Remember that thing you made a trading card of? Yeah. They'd probably be like, yeah, let's do something.
There's one that stood out for me, one of the premium cards. Joe Johnson did this character Intrepid, and I even remember seeing the original art going for sale. I'm like, oh, I want that original art. You know, when it was a couple $100, now it's like a couple.
Intrepid, is that the dude with the wings?
Yeah.
He had, didn't he have like a Rocketeer mask, sort of, and then he had like wings, and he was like white and blue or something.
No, like red and white.
Red and white. Okay,
yeah. It stood out to me, dude. You know, the Kuberts did stuff, but they never capitalized on it. Bart Sears did stuff in it. Joe Quesada did stuff in it. Joe Mad did stuff in it.
Oh, I didn't remember Joe Mad. That's cool. Yeah, listen, it's a really unique, very high art set.
Oh, so definitely.
It's
look.
Cool.
I mean, they got Neil Adams right on the cover, right? With Nighthawk.
Yeah.
From Continuity, and I don't know how many issues that book. I don't even remember seeing that book in the stands.
What book is that?
I don't think Nighthawk had a book. I think he was just in
the set
in the universe. I don't think Nighthawk had a book.
I think at least one issue came out.
Really?
I'd have to look, but I'm pretty sure at least one came out.
You know, so
it's so much of it though. Like I'm constantly finding those things at Dollar Business. I'm
like, they had American Flag in here, right? But that had been out already, so it wasn't like it was brand new.
Yeah,
no.
But I mean, so it's good for the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Generally, it's good. And again, fans do like them even now. Yeah. Like people will buy them, but there's just not a lot of value to them. It's not like, oh man, Deathmate's worth $100 because blah blah blah, right? So, yeah, it's whatever. They're fun. I've got a few. One of the interesting ones that they did was there was talking about Vampirella. There's a Vampirella. It's basically a pinup book. It's a crossover book, but it's all pinups, all double page spreads. And it's like Vampirella with Monkey Man and O'Brien, and Vampirella and just really weird indie stuff. But it was like J. Scott Campbell and Arthur Adams and like Mike Mignola, and like it had like big names in the book doing these pieces of art. So it was a really interesting kind of, release that has this J. Scott Campbell cover on it. And I was like, oh my God. And I've been hunting them. There's a regular one and then there's like a chromium one. I've been hunting one for a while. But
got some trolls in the chat there, bro.
Yeah, I can't delete it. Only Calderon could. Or he came on his link. Yeah. I don't even want to acknowledge it. Let's keep going. Keep going.
Why not? This is a punk bitch on our stream.
You could delete them. It's all right.
Nah, we're not gonna delete this bitch. We're gonna ban her.
How do you get all the trolls on your channel?
He does get them on his channel.
I do get them once in a while. They come on. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But it's the funny thing is I do like putting a spotlight on them, and I do like calling them out.
Why? I don't. Let's move on. I mean, tell us talking about something nice.
Fuck those people.
I'm all about fuck those people. I am. But all right,
Mike Mignola was like your guy. Don't you like him? That guy?
Yeah, Mike Mignola is his guy. You got to see his collection of Hellboy stuff.
I wasn't talking about fuck Mike Mignola. I was talking about the troll.
Yeah, Troll's gone.
Mike Mignola is the man, bro.
Yeah, man. He's done good stuff. Yeah,
I mean, dude, the library. I mean, you've seen it, Jay. I mean, the amount of work that dude has done in the last 20, 30 years is crazy. It's crazy.
I'm with it. I'm definitely with it, bro. All right, but this all up to something that we're doing together, right? We got one person missing in the troop. Hopefully we can get him on soon. But
has he ever been on your show?
I don't know. The invitation's been on.
Been on Calderon's show, I think, right?
Yeah.
Who's been on my who?
Rob
Multari. I know you guys do a show, but your Sunday show.
Yeah, he's been on my Sunday show. He's been on when we do the Tuesday show.
Yeah.
We'll get him on to talk about it, dude. You know, but
it's the problem is he doesn't really like Jay. So you know,
who does? Who does?
I like Jay. I like him. You amuse me. You amuse me.
Listen, dude.
Remember Joe Pesci when he was in that movie and he says, "Am I a clown? Am I a clown?" I'd have been the guy saying, "Yes, you are."
Wait, what movie did he say I'm a clown?
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas? Yeah.
Which one? Quicksilver?
Goodfellas.
Oh, Goodfellas. Yeah. Do I look funny to you? Am I making you laugh? Yes, I get that. I'm with it. I hear you. Okay. But look, we've gone all the way up from 28 all the way back down to 8 people watching tonight. So some people like me, some people don't.
That's because I banned the troll. That's why.
All right. Okay. I'm glad that you banned the troll. I couldn't. I wanted to. But so we're gonna be doing something, right? We're gonna be doing interconnecting trading card, not set, but what do we call this? Montage?
It's a montage, a 9-card set.
Well, it's a 9-card set of each character, each individual of whatever characters get put on the front. But then on the back will have like a 9-piece puzzle, like the old Star Wars cards. You got stickers, and then on the back it had a puzzle piece. Yeah. So the back will have 9. There'll be 9 of these cards, and all 9 will fit like a big image with 5 of our characters on the back, so that like when you put it in your page, you can line it up so that it forms the puzzle on the back.
Okay.
And and when you put it all together, it says "Drink your Ovaltine."
Drink your Ovaltine. That's right. Yes. Be sure to drink. That will put around the edges. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine.
Put a little Tang foil stamp on the other side, right? I'm with that, dude. Listen, I remember buying the little cans, and there was always a little prize in there. So we're going to be doing this, and it's going to be included in one with everyone's Kickstarter campaign coming out throughout the course of the year.
It'll be the first stretch goal for everybody's campaign.
There you go.
It'll be very easy to unlock and get your stretch goal. Yeah.
And it's starting with Tom's campaign, which launches on
the 20. Oh, there you go. There's a little shiny example.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's in the bag, so.
Okay.
Yes, but it'll be a 9-piece puzzle, guys. 9-piece puzzle. Yeah. So we'll launch in Oz on the 24th of this month. It'll run 3 weeks. The card will be the first stretch goal that you'll get, and then I don't know who's going to be next, but throughout the year there will be 9 of these across all 5 of us, because I'm doing a bunch of campaigns. Calderon's doing a bunch of campaigns, so we'll figure out who's going to do like 1 or 2 cards, through the thing. But there will be 9 total throughout the thing, and then each one of them will have a piece of the back, which is art that's being done right now. So we might have a little teaser for you soon.
Yeah, boy. I can't wait, guys. I'm excited. And if this goes well, right? If there's no snags, no speed bumps, let's see what else we'll do after that, guys. Yeah.
Got to get that momentum.
Got to build that momentum. So should we go into this with a follow-up plan, whether we execute it or not?
What do you mean a follow-up as far as what?
I don't know. That's the question I have. Right? How do we prepare to capitalize on it so it's not just in the moment?
Well, because it's going to happen like throughout the year, you kind of have to let it run its course through the year, so that Calderon's fans are getting my card, and Marvin's fans are getting JD's card, and you got to hopefully they want the collection and they get them all, and then once they get them all, then then they have an awareness, clearly because they back the campaigns anyway. They now have an awareness of all of these characters, and hopefully they've read the books, and hopefully that they like them. And then you can move it forward into things that have been talked about ad nauseum in the industry, which is, just general character crossovers,
Some guys already
Critter and Oswald have a crossover or whatever. So there's ways to do it where you can then take that little moment of awareness of like, oh, now I know what Critter is. Now I know what Oswald is. And then you can move it into that kind of stuff potentially, which, in 10 years would all be in the dollar bins, as we've seen from, all the Marvel and Top Cow are in the dollar bins and, all that kind of stuff.
Let me tell you, I have found Neil Gaiman and Alan Moore and Warren Ellis and Bill Willingham and many, many others within the dollar bin. Yeah. So that's good company. Here's the
question. Here's a question for you. Yeah. You're going through the dollar bins, having a good time. There's your book. Yeah. Just a random book. Okay.
Yeah. One of mine. Okay.
Do you buy it and get it out of there?
Every time. I got
or here's the rescue your book, man. You leave it in there for someone to come across and be like, oh, what's Oswald Saves the Universe? No. And they can get it for $1 and become aware of you.
Every time I throw it out there.
So here's what you do. You buy it for $1. You walk up to the checkout. You tell the person at checkout, put this in the next person's bag for free.
Do you sign it? Yeah. There you go.
That doesn't suck. That does not suck. I'll tell you, for me, I do buy the books when I see them, but only if they're either a specific cover or if I know, like, well, that's the first appearance of that character or whatever. Like then I'll grab them. Otherwise, I do leave that stuff in there because I want somebody to stumble across it and be like, okay. There was a guy at a con in Lansing that I did last year, and I was just going through his stuff. He had stuff up on the wall, and he had an old Eric Basildua cover that he did for Penny for Your Soul for me. And it was signed by Eric, and I was looking at it like, oh, that's kind of cool. And so I looked at him. I was like, you want another signature on that book? He was like, who? I was like, me. He was like, who are you? I was like, I write that book. I was like, oh, no shit. I was like, yeah. I was like, so I signed the book for him, and he put it back up there and, lowered the price because I had signed it. So
it knocked at least 10% off.
That's right. Yeah. It was $50, but now it's probably like 35, I
used to make that joke all the time when I would sign a book, right? I'd be like, oh, Larry,
my name on the book with the values. That's what I always ask fans at the thing. I don't ask them, do you want me to sign it? Like they'll often ask me, can you sign this for me? Yes. Yeah. But if they don't ask, I won't ask them if they want me to sign it. I always say, so would you like me to deface this for you? And they laugh and they're like, yeah, go ahead, sign it. So
I asked them, do you want me to dirty that up for you?
Oh, nice. Nice. All right. Calderon, what did you send me over here? What is this? This is one of your.
This is something Larry sent me. I mean, he's doing his team up with Tomorrow Girl and Penguin and Niobe. So,
okay.
Want to give Larry a shout out. Larry, what's up?
Okay, what's up, Larry? All right, cool.
It looks like a lot of fun. I'm probably gonna pick that up.
All right. Mm-hmm. That's what Ben's company, right? AP.
Antarctic Press.
AP. All right. Very, very cool, man.
That's a good dude.
Yeah, so there's a lot of campaigns going out there that do crossovers, right? It's not just us. He said it was 56 pages.
Yeah, it's out there. It's just it's a little more rare, just because generally speaking, people will always talk about it, but you got to have somebody really ready to put your foot forward and sort of take control of it to make it happen. Otherwise, it just doesn't happen. Because both sides kind of are waiting, like, well, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Right. It's like, nah, here, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you how we do it, and that's how we do it.
Okay. There was that one publisher. Was it Tidal Wave? Was there 10th Muse that did a bunch of indie crossovers too?
Oh, that was the one that had what's your name, Sable on the cover, right?
Yeah. And was it that Marv Wolfman was writing those?
I think so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he was writing those. 10th Muse, I think, was his.
Yeah, 10th Muse that chick bounced around a lot. She did a lot of stuff. 10th Muse.
Okay. And here we go. Ben was also doing a crossover with Ninja High School and Service with Dave Sim. Okay. All right. I thought Dave Sim wasn't making any more books.
Well, he's not, but he'll participate in certain things.
Yeah, God. And he just did, like we talked about the Spawn crossover. He just did a reprinting of that. I don't know, a year or two ago, where he printed the whole thing in black and white.
Yeah, I missed it. I was so pissed off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I missed that one.
Yeah, that was part of his deal. Was okay. You can print this, Todd, but I get to print it too in my way. And he always hated the color, so he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do this black and white."
Yeah.
Different cover.
Yeah, he did some sort of a new cover, I think. He might have done the regular one black and white as well, which doesn't make any sense because it's the color. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Mm-hmm. But he might have printed that black and white too. But I'm 90% sure he did a new cover too.
Yeah, he doesn't draw a lot because his hand is so messed up. Like, he can draw, like he said, like a page would take him like a week to do when he was doing like a page or two a day. You know what I mean? Or it might take him like 2 weeks to do a cover.
Right.
Because he could only work for, I think, like an hour at a time. So, yeah.
Damn, that's too much time on the board, man.
I mean, dude, he did 300 issues. And then if you ever see the book that he did, The Mysterious Death of Alex Raymond, I think that's it. Dude, his technique, like, because what he was doing was like, if you see the old cartoonists like Alex Raymond and Hal Foster and all those guys, and if you were to actually look at their artwork and see the techniques they were using, incredible, beautiful work. The inking was immaculate, right? But everybody had their own different techniques, and what he was doing was he was replicating their techniques in that book, and he was experimenting and showing, like, they would do things like rolling the nibs on the brushes and stuff. Incredible stuff. I mean, you see it, you like as an artist, like, you just have a whole new level of respect for Dave Sim for the fact that he's able to, like, replicate that stuff, or he was able to replicate that stuff.
Well, yeah, and let's clarify here for a second, really quick too. There are plenty of books that have reached the 300 mark. Mm-hmm. Dave Sim made 300 issues. Right. Todd McFarlane did not make 300 Spawn issues. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So he was.
But Eric Larson did.
Eric Larson, I don't think he got to 300 yet, did he? I know
he's almost there. He's like 280.
He's almost there.
Oh, he's almost there. Okay.
Yeah. Fred Perry has.
Fred Perry, there's another one. Yes.
Yeah, Fred Perry has it. That's
Gold Digger. 300 Gold Digger issues. So yeah, there's very few people that did that kind of.
You were talking about that the other night.
Longevity.
Mm-hmm. What's funny is, I mean, Stan Sakai, like Usagi Yojimbo's not, like numerically numbered, right? Because he breaks it up. But it wouldn't surprise me if he had 300 issues at this point.
He's probably close. He's probably close.
Yeah. So what about Sergio Agronis with Gru? It was all over the place also, right?
I think he made it to 180, 190. I mean, he made it long. I mean, it was long.
Yeah, it's another situation where it's like, if you accumulate all the Gru,
right,
he might be close. Yeah. If
you
accumulate all the Usagi, But the point is that what do we got? 5 guys on this list. It's a very small list of people that did all of them, for their runs, whether they were miniseries or whatever. But it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Bill Willingham, Jay's favorite, got 150 issues of Fables.
So did it really go that long? Wow.
Yeah, it ran 150 issues. He did a bunch of specials. He wrote a novel. He did a bunch of stuff on it. And then there was 50 issues of Jack of Fables.
Well, but Willingham didn't draw it, did he?
No.
Yeah, so that's writing. That's writing. That's not double duty.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, he didn't do double duty on this.
Okay, so who did 300 writing?
Plenty of people have done 300 writing, but not necessarily for a series, because most of those, like if it's the X-Men, right, you get replaced just naturally over time for those books. So,
All right. Calderon sending me something else. Can I put it up yet or no?
Oh, no, don't put that
up. Little pictures.
Okay. All right, we'll put that. Okay.
There was something else that somebody else said. I was just scrolling.
Oh boy!
It was nothing raunchy. Okay. It was nothing raunchy. It was just some other stuff. If you want, I'll show you after the show.
So I've been getting very into the superhero vibe again because I'm getting ready to go deep dive on the Critter series again. So I'm trying to get back in the superhero, mindset of things. So I've been watching like Batman and old cartoons and stuff. So I've been watching Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, which is a wildly stupid cartoon, but it's very fun. Yeah. So right before we came in, I was watching an episode where they're at a fair and kids standing there next to Iceman, Bobby, and his snow cone falls and he's like, I need to lose my snow cone. And then so Iceman just kind of ices his hand over and like gives the kid a new snow cone, right? And then I was like, wait a minute. And I had to rewind. Rewind, do it. That snow cone is yellow, my friend. That's yellow snow you just put in that kid's snow cone.
Questions? There's probably it's probably just a sweat though.
It could have been whiskey. It could have been whiskey. You know what I mean? The kid was crying, wanted to keep.
In any case, that kid got a special snow cone. Yeah.
Did they put the Captain America episode back up or no?
Well, this is the first season is like, I don't know, 18 episodes or something. So it's
yeah, but no, when they brought it up to Disney, the Captain America episode.
Oh, I'm not watching it on Disney.
You're talking about 7 Deadly Superheroes?
No, that's up. There was one episode with Captain America, Hiawatha Smith, and the Red Skull, and because the Nazi stuff was.
Oh right, yeah, there, I have that, but they took it down. Yeah, I'm sure that's probably not on Disney.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, but no, 7 Deadly Superheroes. That was a great episode. The 2 X-Men episodes was hilarious. Excuse me, not hilarious. Was entertaining when I was a kid.
No, hilarious is the right answer. They're all hilarious. They're all just like, what the fuck are we doing?
All stuck in the wall.
Right. But no, what's really hilarious is that they gave him an Australian accent, and we ended up getting, Hugh Jackman, the Australian.
Yeah, it was Australian. Yeah, that's a great take. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
But that was good.
I think.
Could you imagine Hugh Jackman as a kid? Like, I'm going to be Wolverine one day.
See, now that's a good accent. You didn't say nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? He pulled out a good accent there. And that was on the spot, bro. I like that. That was good shit.
All right.
You should have heard Jay the other night with his shitty accents.
Oh, my God. Listen, they were not shitty. I spanned the entire European continent, and I was ready to go to Japan before you guys cut me off. But
so you were going to be even more racist, is what you're saying?
No, I wasn't being racist. Come on, man.
Oh my God.
I was trying to do an accent. Did you say when they were doing the Airbender, right? And
did you hear what you just said? Oh, you was trying, failing terribly, failing miserably, but you were definitely trying.
Here we go, Mr. Apple. What's up, brother? How we doing? How's everything going, brother? Oh, that's Marvin. All right, I'm used to Marvin not being here and being on the chat, and then Marvin chimes in. Way to go! Thanks, bud. Thanks. But listen, before we move on, I just want to show somebody who's not doing a crossover, and he's got less than 50 minutes left on his campaign.
That's true,
right? He hasn't gone 300 issues yet.
He's got too big of an ego to do a crossover with us.
Oh, wow!
I don't need you. I don't need you all.
That's not true. That's not true.
What the hell's going on right now? My computer's freezing.
Trying to load Instagram again.
I think so, dude.
That's the problem.
So it wasn't Instagram at all. It was my system. All right. Shit, I can't do anything.
You can just share. You can share from what I put up there.
Yeah, no. I got no access to my control panel right now, bro. I got the loading circle.
You might have to back out and come back in.
Yeah, get out.
Get out. Get back out, bro. What do I look like backing out of my own show? Come on, bro.
You've done it before. It wouldn't be the first time.
Dude, I can't even.
He's crapping out. He's crapping out. He's going to go out. He's going to go out whether he wants it or not.
Exactly.
So the answer Paige's question, that's done already, bro. I just haven't shown it yet. It's done.
It's done. It's done.
Oh, okay. So
I'm still waiting on Dave Ryan. He was in here last week, or maybe he was on Call Her Own show. He's doing that War of the Independence book. But there was a time he was hiring people to do it, and it wasn't happening. So he's just kind of taking it over himself. And he's been doing issue 5 now for a while, which is primarily the focus is the girl characters in issue 5. So Critter was a late addition to War of the Independence, but he was like, no, we'll find a way to get her into the thing. And I was like, oh, okay, awesome, cool.
Yeah. So when was the last issue that it came out? Was that
issue 4 came out years and years and years ago.
It was like in the 10s, right? Or was it before that?
Prior to COVID, for sure. It would have been in the teens, I'm sure. Would have been probably in the teens, yeah. So he's been working on 5 for a while. Yeah. Again, it was always a start and stop, and then he was just like, nah, I'm just gonna do it myself.
Right.
All right, here we go.
Yay!
That's not just tonight. That's how my day is going. My day has been on the fritz all day. All right. So Calderon, you got just over 40 minutes left. 160 backers. You cracked the $5,000 mark. Yep. This is for issues 1 through 3 of Magi's Grace, and give us a quickie.
All right. Well, Magi's Grace is about a team of monster hunting duo. They basically what it is the plot is, what if vampires were to invade Innsmouth, right? Which is from H.P. Lovecraft, and these two were called in to break up that situation. That's the simple lowdown of it.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is illustrated by C. Michael Lanning, and it was colored by Chompy Ramirez.
Way to go.
I forgot to put Chompy's picture up there. I feel bad now.
Yeah. You gotta change that, baby. You gotta change that. All right. So issues 1 through 3, how many pages on each issue?
They're about 24 pages per issue, and there's going to be a total of 4 issues. So this is one more issue, and we're done with the series.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, this particular story within the series. And as we go on, we'll learn a little bit more of the lore of the world, and we'll learn a little bit more about the 2 characters as we go on. So, it's been a lot of fun.
All right. Everybody is interested in the book, which has just over 40 minutes left. The link is right here in the comments.
Yes. Go check it out.
Check it out.
If you like comics.
I mean, if you've been sticking with that long with all the ups and downs, I thank you, first off. But you got to be liking comics, because that's all we're talking about, guys. Right? We're not talking about anything else tonight but comics and comic book related stuff, like, some Spider-Man cartoons. But besides that, we got Marvin's thing coming up. All right. And his pre-launch page is right over here. You want to give us a quick lowdown on this, Marvin?
Sure. So this is the Edge Volume 3, which is issues 10, right? Yeah, 10 through 14. 14 is now a double SAS issue, which is really 10 to 15. But I couldn't find a good break to separate those 2 stories, so I just decided to make it all one book.
Okay.
So we have our original group from the first issue of the Edge, God's Thunder, wants to eliminate anyone who has enhanced abilities. So how do you get someone who has enhanced abilities? You send someone with enhanced abilities against them.
Way to be.
So this is where Kyrad, this huge gentleman with the hammer, comes in.
Okay. And when are you going to launch this, brother?
This should be launching in March.
Okay. And this is how many pages?
So 5 issues, like 120 pages or so.
Nice. So when your part of the card turnaround comes out, is that going to be involved with this?
Yes.
Way to be, baby.
I'll say I should be second on the list after Tom.
Okay.
Unless you guys have something.
I think somebody's probably got a February something going on.
I was looking at a February launch.
Okay. So I'll be 3rd or 4th, depending on what JD's doing.
I also have a February launch.
Well, there you go.
I thought you said you had the January launch. What are you talking about?
I have a late January launch.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And I have a February launch.
Which one is going to be part of the set?
It's gonna be the late January launch.
There you go. So you gotta do that, bro. You know what? I'm not gonna share any of those Don Papas with you. Okay, buddy? All right. Here we go.
Enjoy them, man. Enjoy them.
I am. Thank you. We got John. What's up, John? All right. Then we got now he's coming out number 5 on Valentine's Day. All right. Nice. Yeah. So I think it's okay.
Did we share them with Glenda?
She had one while I was at work. Yes.
Okay.
Cool. Yes. You think I'm not going to share anything with my wife? Come on.
I was just asking.
What am I like? You
might have been standing there going like, "Listen, Glenn, don't even try these. They're terrible." Or you're in the background.
I could have done that. Oh.
That's good. That's good Foley artist stuff right there.
All right. What did you add here?
Oh yeah, no, that's my background stuff.
Okay. All right.
It's funny. I thought you had
What's up?
I thought you had put up your screen.
Oh, I did.
No, that was the one I shared.
Yeah, but I used my screen. Why you confuse me tonight, bro?
I think
you see I'm having troubles already.
I think you came in that way.
No, I didn't come in.
I think you came in confused for sure.
I have no idea what's going on.
Today is one hell of a day now, I gotta say.
One of those days?
Yeah, it's one of those days, guys. It's one of those days. But it is what it is, right? We're here. I'm hanging out with the guys. We're talking comics. We're talking about the comics that we're doing. We're cracking in the new year, right? And I'm not drinking. I think that's another problem, right? I didn't have any libation tonight.
Yeah, you need that for the focus.
Dude, I need it. I need it just to decompress from the day. I'm just and I had a salad.
That's wrong. What's wrong with that? Put a little chicken in it. You got a that's a nice meal.
I know, just salad.
That's what I'm saying. Put a little chicken in it.
Oh, you put a little chicken in it. Put protein in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
You can put steak in it.
I had enough protein all of 2025. Let me have just greens right now.
No, I think you've had enough pasta.
No. Yeah.
And bread.
Yeah.
And rice.
No, dude. This was only the second time I ever made rice in my life.
Okay. But listen, I mean
2025 was carb heavy.
Yeah, there you go.
2025 was super carb heavy.
Trust me. I'm aware of it. I'm aware of it. Look at this face.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got to get back into fighting shape. We got to get back into conform. You know what I mean? You can't get into conform in 2 weeks, right?
I have a con in 3 weeks already.
Way to be, baby.
Jesus. Yeah.
Way to be. Where's it going to be?
It's in Monroe, right below Detroit. It's called the Michigan Oddities and something else. Oddities and Horror Festival.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna be down there.
Monroeville.
Not Monroeville. Monroe.
Okay.
Monroe is in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's Pittsburgh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's the one. That's what I used to go to Pittsburgh Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I never did a show in Pittsburgh.
Well, Pittsburgh Comic-Con, when it was around, was a good show. Well, hold on. It was a good show every other year. So I would always have like one good show, and then the following year would suck for some reason. Like literally, I remember we came in, we parked the car, loaded the place up, and we showed up like 2 hours late for whatever reason. But you could roll a bowling ball down the aisles. There was just no one in them.
Really?
That's how it was when they did Wizard World Pittsburgh. It was empty.
Oh yeah, that I believe. But the Wizard World shows were so meh. It's not even funny. Those shows.
Yeah, Wizard World was.
Whether was it Philly?
Yeah.
Boston.
Well, as soon as like the pro real publishers and artists and everybody stopped going to those shows, and it was just, and not to rag on locals, but just to fill it up with local people. Like there's no draw, you know what I mean, to come to those things unless you're just a heavy comic book fan. And that's why they started coming out and bringing all these Walking Dead people and all these movie stars, and that's why the whole model shifted. Is they couldn't draw these comic book names anymore.
I mean, they did. Remember, Jay, were you around for the one they did on the pier on I think it was a 57th Street, like 12th Avenue?
Yes, right. I did not go to that.
I went to that. I vended it that way. That was a good show.
Really?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. It was hilarious. Like they were like, I remember like at the front, the fire marshal would come in. They had to like stop letting people in, right? And I guess they walked him around for an hour and then he left, and they started letting people back in because the place was packed to capacity. Like it was packed.
You see, I stayed away from that because I went to WCW when they had their wrestling event on the same pier, and it was it was open. It was raining.
No, this was inside. It was inside. It was in the pier. But there was like this warehouse structure. I don't know. But it was in. Trust me, it was indoors. I would not do a show outside.
Okay. Are you guys aware of this website, fancons.com?
Nope.
No.
Yes.
So I came across it, and it's they got a bunch of different conventions for the year. And I guess maybe it's a good way to plan your conventions.
There's tons of these lists online. Very few of them. Oh, and you got to really cross-pollinate them because none of them are complete in any sense of the word.
Okay.
These ones you have to enter in them yourself.
You do. Okay. So like, there's the Amazing Art Expo in Nashville coming this weekend. Starting today. SAC Anime. So I guess that's Sacramento, right? Georgia, there's something going on. I don't know where Wolverhampton is.
That's UK.
Well, that's UK. Okay. Fort Lauderdale, Tulsa. Next weekend there's Louisville, Fan Expo, New Orleans.
There's literally something somewhere every week.
Man.
It's endless. And this is what I'm saying. These when people talk about going to shows, like it's like, no, dude, there is a show somewhere within an hour of you.
Yeah.
At some point during the year, like all the time. An hour drive and you'll be there. And a lot of these smaller shows will give you a completely new audience outside of going to like C2E2 or some of these bigger shows that people most of the time are there for just the circus. Whereas if you go into these smaller shows, it's a tighter crowd. People are paying attention a little bit more. They might not be there for comics necessarily, but you'll be part of this sort of more intimate experience, and you have more opportunity to talk to people. And it's just that's why I'm going to this Michigan Oddities Con, because it's just a little horror show, and I'll just bring my primarily horror genre stuff and try and focus.
Tech heavy. I like that. I
did really good at book fest last year.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at this Days of the Dead on the 16th MLK weekend.
There's a bunch of Days of the Dead. That's a traveling show. That's like a fan expo thing where there's a bunch of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you heard that their Walmart bought the Monroeville Mall, so all the Living Dead stuff is getting kicked out of the mall.
Walmart bought it?
Yeah.
Oh wow, dude.
Wait a second, the Monroeville Mall?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they shot
it.
Yeah.
So are they just gonna make it a giant Walmart?
They haven't said what they're going to do with it yet, but they're just going to get gutted.
When?
Probably this year.
Oh man.
Was there anything in there? Was there anything left of the mall? Like
very, very little things in there. So Time and Space Toys kind of took over like the bottom level, and then they would do like a small show upstairs every once in a while. But they, like 3 years ago, they just put a new movie theater in there, Cinemark. And that was probably what was keeping that mall open, because it's dead. Like when we would do Steel City, we go over there, it'd be empty, like pretty much empty in that mall.
How would you not turn that into a movie monument, run tours, let people take like an amusement park, essentially, use whatever you need to use as your tour. And then the rest of it, you can actually open shops, that are all related to that kind of thing. You could have turned that into a literal amusement park movie / destination.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, I don't see how you can't. It's not a an artifact for the city.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Historical thing.
They don't care. Like you've got the Living Dead Museum in there, and it has all of the memorabilia from like the Living Dead movies and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I think one of the worst things about it is that, to me, I think that both or anybody who worked on that movie that's still alive should be invited to the con every year for free. Like, you just get a table and they show up if they want to.
Still got to make money, but I mean, you could do things, and you can have the theater that's hooked up to that mall, being indie release theater, right? You have things playing around the clock. It doesn't have to just be zombie stuff.
Oh, it's Cinemark though, man.
They're selling it. They're going to be
but if you're going to buy it, it's your space. At that point, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, is that, are they going to keep the movie theater there and cut around it? And then
right.
I don't know. So they haven't released their plans for it yet, but yeah, it's a Walmart property now.
I'm going to send a proposal to Walmart. Hey guys, this is what you should do.
Yeah, but the problem is that, like, they've kind of like murdered that Monroeville area, period. So you got the mall closing, Toys R Us is gone. They tried to close.
Yeah, but you don't think that if it became a destination that you couldn't build around it? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You couldn't like bring it back if you had a foundation in the middle of it.
I mean, it has to have the right people running those kind of things that can think outside their own brain pan to make those kind of decisions. Because, I mean, that's a destination. It could be a destination area, but it's too far from the city, and people only go out there for that con. So you would have to be capturing the people that are at that time, and I don't think they can do it. They don't have the right people mindset in there.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got Lorraine chiming in with Toys R Us is coming back as a store. They've come back a few places. We got a location that just opened up in Long Island, but they were also part of Macy's for a while. They had smaller little sections over there. But Toys R Us needs to be an experience, and they're not.
So, but here's the funny thing about it, is that every time a building closes in Pittsburgh, there's only two things that they put there: apartments or a bank. That's it. Those are your options.
Really?
Well, yeah, but because one, it's apartments, right? And then they go borrow from the bank,
right?
To pay for the apartment. So that's why they're kind of feeding on each other.
Yeah. Like I haven't been out like into the north for a while, and there used to be a Sam's Club out North Hills, and it closed, and then we were out there, and I'm like, are those apartments up there now? There's apartments.
They closed the Sam's.
We got a spot like that in Brooklyn called City of Industry.
Yeah,
that's actually where the Captain America statue is right now. And it's 9 different buildings, and they were industrial buildings where floors 3 through 9 to 12, whatever it is, have become lofts, right? Apartments. And the first 2 or 3 floors is just restaurants and stores. That's actually where St. Mark's comic shop that was in the Village for over 30 something years ended up moving to when they got gentrified out of the area.
Yeah. It just makes me laugh. Like, whenever something closes, I say that look at the building, that's a bank, because they closed all the McDonald's downtown, and the one nearest to Point Park is a bank. They turned a McDonald's into a bank.
I've never seen a McDonald's close down.
Yeah, they closed. Well, there's no fast food downtown at all anymore. So McDonald's, Burger King.
Wait, Arby's, downtown Pittsburgh?
Yeah, all closed. All of them went out of business. Yeah.
COVID. Well, McDonald's is barely even a burger place anymore. But did you ever watch The Founder?
Yeah,
the movie The Founder. That's what it is. People talk about how McDonald's went from being like this fun place to like this, cafeteria design of stuff. You have to understand that that's McDonald's. They're a land, their property. That's right. All they are. So if something goes south with that particular property, they can close it, and that building has more value because it doesn't have to be restructured
Yeah.
You know, they don't have to tear it all down in order for the new people to come in and do it. That's why all of these restaurants really are modifying themselves to be these just ridiculous square buildings so that if something goes wrong, they can just sell the building and it's very easy.
Well, where I used to live at on the west side of the city, they had the Wendy's, and it was there on Friday, and the whole building was gone Saturday. So all they did
like
cut
torn
it
down.
Yeah, they cut it. No, they cut it in half and then picked it up and just drove it off.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yep. And I wish I would have saw it because I would have liked to have video of that. They said that they just sliced it in half, pulled up the foundation, and that was it.
We had that happen in the city. Do you remember that, Calderon? When they moved the ANC theater?
42nd Street?
42nd Street. So on 42nd and 11th, there used to be an old-time vaudeville theater. You know, I don't want to say all the greats, but if they were in black and white, right, and they came over with Abbott and Costello or anything around that time period, they performed at that vaudeville theater. So when AMC opened up in Times Square, they lifted up the front of that building.
And they moved it over.
Moved it
half a block.
Manhattan blocks.
No, they moved it down the block.
It was on 11th. It wasn't on 9th.
No, it was down the block. They moved it like 4 or 5 building structures down. It's still on the same block.
Yeah. Sure, bro. I could have swore it was over on 11th, but a FedEx building.
Thing called Google.
All right, I'm going to Google. No. Let's roll this fucking back. Because when I Googled the goddamn alligator, you guys busted my fucking balls and you don't want to believe it. So I'm not going to believe that you only found it moved half of a fucking block. When I knew it was different.
Well, it's more like half an avenue, but yeah.
When I Google it.
The good news is when they put a new building there at Wendy's, it wasn't a bank or apartments. It was a car wash.
Nice.
And 3 buildings away from it is another car wash. So
yeah, people move into the apartment, they get a loan for the car has to get washed. It's the circle of life.
There's no garage. You think they'd build a garage, but
no, because they own the gas, the washing machine too. They own all of that stuff. All that stuff is owned by the same people. It's a circle.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what we own.
And they're all out of Cleveland for some reason. They're all out of Cleveland.
Wow. I didn't know Pittsburgh was getting chopped up like that. I'm sorry, man. Wow.
Nobody in the city owns anything. Everything's owned by like companies in like Cleveland and Chicago and Atlanta.
Wow. So how far is King of Prussia from you?
6 hours.
Oh shit.
6 hours. Yeah, 6 hours going east. Yeah.
Coming my way.
I think that's closer to Philly than Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, because ZoloCon is coming in a few weeks.
Yeah, I saw that one, and I thought about him. Like, yeah, that's too far. Too far to travel.
Okay.
Yeah, like King of Prussia, isn't that right outside of Philly?
I'm not aware. I'm not
about. Yeah, I mean it's probably
6 hours away.
Hour or so.
Right, probably because we're 2 hours from Philly, but I know we're about 8 hours from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, restaurant gives you the food poisoning. The ER makes sure that you're dead, and then they ship you off to the funeral home. It's all circle of life, my friends.
That's it. We got to get that going for comics. We got to get that going, dude. We got to bring that circle of life into here. You know what I mean? That's what we got to do, baby. Shit, man, that's crazy.
How much does it cost to own a printing press? That's where it all starts.
Wasn't there a story like maybe 7-8 years ago where they were talking about putting printing machines in like Barnes and Nobles, and they would have no books on the shelves. And whenever you wanted to buy a book, you had to print it.
At the Barnes and Nobles, all right. So we have, I think, the largest Barnes and Nobles in the country. I'm not sure. The one on 14th Street, Jay.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. I don't know if it's the largest.
I don't know if it's the largest, but the sucker's huge.
Yeah.
But it's like what, 6 floors?
Yeah.
4 floors, something like that. So on the top floor for the longest time, they had one of those machines. So it was a digital press. It was a large digital press, but it was also a binder. It would do everything. But it's not there anymore. So this goes to show you how long it lasted.
That's wildly pointless.
I was looking at I did want to buy one. There was a Ryko, but they didn't want to sell it. They wanted to lease it, and I didn't want to lease it. I wanted to buy it.
Well, just imagine, like, all you have to put out on the shelf is the cover of the book, like the cover and the back cover. And then if you say, I don't want to buy it, then they go upstairs and print a copy and bring it to you.
Right. Well, because most of the publishers wouldn't go for it, because since it's digital, the cost per book on like just a regular book, right, is probably like $12 to print it. Right. And then they got their markup, and then the publisher will get whatever they get. But a publisher, they print, a regular book is costing like 50 cents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the markup, is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, Union Square, yeah.
Yeah, I saw a story that they're more Barnes and Nobles is opening more stores after they.
Yeah, they're coming up. Yeah.
Yeah. The guy from Britain really turned the company around. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was the CEO is some British dude. Like, he turned over some other British bookstore chain.
Okay.
And I don't know if they bought Barnes and Nobles or how they merged, but he's the one that turned it over. Because what it is, before, Jay, you worked in retail. I don't know how many guys you worked in retail, but if you're in some retail chain, like one store, they'll say, okay, everybody's going to do this. And this is the sale thing we're doing in all the stores all across the country. What he did is he empowered his managers to say, customize your store to your area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
right?
nice.
So you can learn your area, learn what they want, learn what they need, and customize your store to it, whatever it is. And that's what they allowed them to do. So, if they do outreach community stuff and they bring people in. I've walked into that particular Barnes & Noble, the one we have down there, and that stuff has always got people in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a nice
that's one of the things that they were talking about for comic shops, is like it needs to be community outreach in all these stores. You need to involve the community in everything you do. And it's one of the reasons why the movie theaters are having problems, because they don't do that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they just plop down their giant machine into an area and suck up all the resources and give nothing back.
Yeah. But it's almost like a little mini convention, right? If you want to do like an event over, what the fuck was that? Oh,
you okay, bro? You okay?
Yeah.
You having a stroke on us? Okay.
That's the first time you see him move.
That's the first time I see him move, dude. I'm like,
oh, you're talking about his dog?
Yeah. He's been laying there like through the whole entire show.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That got me. I'm sorry. Shit, I think I pissed on myself. Okay.
A new show high. Jay pissed at himself. We got to mark this down.
What's interesting though is, how we talk about comic book stores. There used to be, 10,000 of them. Now there's like 2,000 of them. It's the same thing with movie theaters. Right? There used to be like 14,000 movie theaters in the country, and now it's down to like 2,500.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but a lot of that stuff on those situations is just the greed of these things. It's like, how many screens can we have? 10. I want 30.
Well, but it was also consolidation. So like you used to have like tons of like one screen theaters. We have one screen, we run them, whatever. But then AMC would come in and be like, look, we've got 20 screens. You don't need all this other stuff. Just come to AMC, to our big complex of shit. And so, so it all consolidated. And then, so all that this is fair, but it's also, something you have to kind of look at as like, I can't remember the last time I went to an AMC theater. I don't want to go to an AMC theater because I don't want that consolidation. I don't want a room full of people. I go to smaller theaters on purpose to get nobody there.
Right, but that's the thing, is that those smaller theaters do the outreach too. They do community stuff. Like there's a small theater here. They have cereal days. Like you go there and eat cereal while you watch movies.
Yeah.
So, and it's just crazy to me that these big theaters complain about, we want more, but you're doing nothing to bring people to the theaters. Like, you're just like, show the movie, and you just show up if you feel like it. We don't care.
Yeah, but you got the bigger studios that they're playing the variant cover game to the extent where they're putting out. as many different releases of a movie that they can and taking up as many screens in one theater, right? You got your IMAX version, you got your 3D version, you got your 3D Pro Sound version, you got your regular version, right?
You got your 4D version.
You got your 4D version, right? That's 5 different theaters, right, in one facility. Why the hell do I want to go to your theater if you're only playing a movie that I don't want to see at all on any one of the screens?
Yeah, I mean, one of the few things I like about the bigger theaters, because they do this on, like, we have 2 giant ones on 42nd Street in the city. I have the one over here in Astoria where I think they have like 16 screens. I'm not even sure, but they got a lot of screens. But what they do is they'll show smaller indie movies during the week.
Okay.
And they'll, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I forgot the name of the company. Like, they'll do, like, they have like a Miyazaki film. Like every month they have a different one up on the screen. So if you want to see it in the theater,
fan something.
Yeah, it's fan something. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know the one. And they put out other like weird release cartoons from other.
So
from
what
other
they do is they rent the screen.
Yeah.
For X amount of days or showings or whatever the case is, and they make a big event and they charge premium ticket prices. For that event.
Yeah, that's like the Fathom events stuff.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Fathom events.
You know, it's the 40th anniversary of Poltergeist, and they'll go, you know, pump it out for a weekend.
But that's where you're going to run into a problem. Like you can't just nickel and dime people to death with these things that no one cares about anymore, really. And then you're competing with the mountain of other things that people have going on. And so you're losing because you can't create community around your product.
Right. But is it Fathom Events that's going to be doing the Star Wars original release?
Possibly.
I'd go to see that.
Possibly, but it could just be a general release from Disney doing it. I mean, that would be my guess, is that they're just going to do it themselves.
Like it's an original distribution print that was found.
Yeah, I think they're going to do that more than one day. I don't think they're just going to do that one day.
Yeah, no, it'll be like sort of like special edition when that came out. It'll be out for a minute.
Because special edition, I can't watch it, dude. I can't. That whole Jabba sequence.
It's tough. That's tough.
It's just like, come on, man. That was not.
But I got a hint for you, Jay.
What?
There's a little thing on your remote with these little arrows. And you're done.
You got one too?
But you don't even have to do this anymore. You just go skip.
That's true. You'll just skip the whole scene. That's true. Yeah.
I know. Oh, yeah.
Or you just go take a leak or refill your soda or whatever, and then by the time you get back, Boba Fett will look at you, and then you're done.
I like it. That's right. You know, I'm a fan of Tamora Morrison, but he's just he's all over Star Wars right now. You know, I mean,
well, he's not in that. That's not him in that.
No, his voice is all over.
Oh, the voice. Yeah, they changed the voice.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Give me Sebastian Shaw.
It's definitely weird. It's definitely weird. There have been rumblings of Disney potentially releasing the original as it was thing for the first time in forever. I mean, if they ever want to make a shit ton of money, that's all they got to do is make a 4K original release, and everybody on the planet will buy it.
Right. Han Solo commits murder.
Shit, it's been over, 30 years. Yeah, right. It was 96, 97 that the special edition.
It's self-defense, JD. It's stand your ground.
No. Greedo. No, well, he did. Did he have? He had the gun on him. Did he?
He had the gun on him. Yeah,
he put a gun at him. So
that is true. Yeah.
No, but he had the gun already set up under the table.
Nope, that was in his holster, and he just
put
his leg up and pulled it out slow.
Yeah. Because I have it on VHS.
What are we talking about here, Jay? You don't remember this scene? It's 50 years old, Jay. We've all seen it 100 times. I could literally take you step by step.
Bro, the glass is overflowing. You know what I mean? I mean, stuff got pushed out, baby.
That's where you let shit like weapons out. You let that spill out. You don't. You save your Star Wars.
Yeah.
You don't take that out of the memory warehouse.
Yeah.
No, I know. You know what?
I don't go to the archive.
I remember the moments. I like the moments, right? The moments are there. Here we go. Jose should still have it on reel to reel. That's fucked up, dude.
But no, her dad used to get that stuff reel to reel.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Back in the day before VHS and all of that around, you could get the reel. Yeah.
Now you chime in, William. Now you chime in, William. Waiting for you all night. Waiting for you all fucking night. Now you chime in. You know, come on, bro. No. Wait, what do you mean pre-James Earl Jones voice? James Earl Jones always did.
Yeah, there's no pre.
No,
there's no pre.
Did.
I mean, there is when you watch them film it and you can hear David Prowse talking, but that was never on the screen.
Did you guys ever watch the stuff? I don't know if it's still on YouTube. Somebody compiled like his own documentary, and he found like radio promo clips with Sir Alec Guinness promoting the movie. He found like that bar scene where he cut up the walrus guy and the pig face guy. Like the walrus guy had his head chopped off. They all got fucked up.
That sounds like George Lucas was having some intrusive thought problems on that.
He was going for it, bro.
Movie, bro.
He was going for it, bro. And this guy found all of that stuff, but I can't find the fucking video anymore on YouTube, man. And it went up for like an hour and change, bro.
Disney probably sacked that, man.
Yeah, man. They probably got on a copyright strike hard.
Damn, man. I've never seen that again, right? I can't even find the stills. And he did it for, I know he did it for Star Wars. I know he did it for Empire.
It's just AI. It's just AI.
It's not AI. It's just AI. That's the problem we have now. We don't know if it's AI or not anymore.
It's AI. Bro. If you don't know, it's AI.
We know.
Some of us know Star Wars, Jay. Some of us know Star Wars. And I ain't never seen that shit. I never heard hide nor hair of that shit. No way.
No, this was pre-AI. I swear to you, bro. This was pre-AI, bro. 100%
Can't be pre-AI because we're in the Matrix right now. What are you talking about?
Sure. Everything has been AI since Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
What?
We live in the Matrix.
I think we're in the Matrix, man. What? We're in the Matrix. Wake up.
We're making him think too hard about it.
Yeah. I hope I didn't chase William away.
Did you take the blue pill this morning, Jay? Which pill did you take?
I took the fucking blue fucking pill, bro. I took the fucking blue pill, bro. You know, I was Joey Pants. Put me back in.
You drank the blue milk? Is that what happened? You drank the blue milk, not the red milk?
You know, I drank the blue milk over there. It didn't taste that good.
Did you?
It was blue.
They gave you blue milk with and without alcohol, right? You had the option. I had both. Thinking, okay, let me try it with.
Did you have the yellow one?
Yeah, we're talking Iceman yellow.
No, not Iceman yellow. I'm talking Star Wars.
No.
Talking Benta Puru.
Yeah,
really. That fucked me up. I went to the restaurant, not the cantina, right? Not the Mos Eisley cantina. I went to the restaurant, and they give you the fucking menu, but the menu is all of the items as if you were on Tatooine.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know what the fuck I'm ordering. Right.
You don't speak Huttese? What's wrong with you? What kind of Star Wars fan are you right now?
So I got the stuff back, right? And it was like a flatbread taco on both of them, and one was a fucking foot long, and one was like chicken. And I'm like, okay.
So Jay goes to Tatooine and orders chicken wings. That's what I just got.
I wish.
That's what I just got out of that.
They told me I would have wanted the fucking chicken wings.
Chicken tenders. Chicken fingers. How do I get the chicken fingers?
The menu, right? Even for the drinks was like instead of a tequila sunrise, it was two suns over Tatooine. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Can I just get a goddamn Snapple?
All the phones, you got Google on your phone. Just take a picture; it'll tell you exactly what it is.
Google Translate Star Wars languages.
I like that. That didn't happen. That didn't happen.
That didn't happen. That's a shirt right there. That didn't happen. That's a shirt. I can sell that shirt.
That didn't happen. Okay, done. So, see, we're making fucking business here, guys. We're gonna mass produce that didn't happen T-shirts. I love it. Yeah, no, but I liked Star Wars Land, whatever you want to call it, right? What was it called? Star Wars Land, right?
I don't know. I've never been since it's been built. I have not been to any of that
Star Wars. The Florida one, it was pretty cool, man.
None of it. No,
I had a good time.
I was vaguely interested when it first happened, but I was like, there will be 8 million people there to do that, and I was like,
every day.
I'm not going to have. I'm not going to trust that. So, but from what I understand, it is really. Yeah, from what I understand, it's really cooled down and it's back. It's more or less normal Disneyland now.
Okay,
you know, like it's because it's been there for like 10 years now, right?
No.
So it's 6 million people instead of 8 million.
Right, 6 million people.
Right.
Yeah.
How long? It's got to have been there for almost 10 years. When was it built?
They started probably 10 years ago, but it wasn't.
No, there's been people posting shit that they're standing in front of the Millennium Falcon for years.
I've been married for 4 years.
Yeah.
Right. In February, we went for a honeymoon.
Yeah.
And it was open at least a year before that. So 5 years.
So that's 5 years for sure.
That's
2019.
There you go. 2019.
Okay. So 7 years. So 7 years.
Going on 7 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I went on a Tuesday when people were still at work and in school, and it was still 2 hours to get on the Millennium Falcon. And then I found out the single rider entry point, and I said, I'll do that part.
Daphne and I went 1 year to get on, what is it, Rise of the Resistance?
That was
we got up at 5 a.m. We were on property and we walked from our property because there was no buses or nothing. We walked about 1.5 miles to get to that damn park because they're all connected if you walk on the property. And we got there and we got on, and I don't think we were able to get on the ride till 11 a.m.
Yeah. God damn.
And it's crazy because you have to get on your phone.
Oh, you had to book it. Yeah.
And it's like the lottery thing. You got to book it like as soon as it opens up. You're like, bam. And then that was crazy, man. I mean, the ride is fun. Not that much fun, but the ride was fun.
But there's 2 different paths also.
Yes. There's I think there's more than 2 though. I'm not sure. I think I got on it twice.
Right, there's 2. There's you go either under the AT-AT or you go and you face the AT-AT and you swerve around it.
I don't remember, to be honest with you. I got on it.
It was look, it was cool. It was cool. Yeah. Just getting off of the train the thing that's hijacked, and you're on the fucking Star Destroyer and all those stormtroopers are there.
Yeah.
That is an experience.
That's cool. You know? Yeah. That was fun.
And the immersion where the people just get to talk to you like shit.
Oh yeah. Because they boss everybody around.
Like, did you? Because you guys have lived in New York your whole life, right?
Yes.
I lived in Virginia for.
Oh, so East Coast. East Coast.
Yeah.
So you guys never got to go to Universal Studios for Battlestar Galactica.
No.
When the tram ride ran through Battlestar Galactica.
No. You're talking about Universal Studios on the West Coast.
On the West Coast, yeah. Original Universal, yeah.
I've been out there.
Back in the day.
Yeah. That's back in the that's because we went out there, we did the Indiana Jones ride. And Daphne and I went during a period. I mean, this was like in the 90s, I think. And dude, like I remember like the parks were really empty for some reason. I don't know why. We went like off, it was like off season. And we walked through the damn like queue. It took us like 20 minutes to get to the ride. And we were just walking straight. I was like, I could imagine.
Yeah, you have to walk through the park to get to the tram. Yeah.
For Battlestar Galactica, really?
No, that's part of the tram. That's part of the tram tour.
No. This was for Indiana Jones.
Oh.
Yeah. Like the queue
and that's in the back too. Yes.
Yeah, the queue was a massive walk.
Yeah.
But
and then the queue itself is an hour long.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you're waiting for, I don't even want to think what is it like. It's waiting.
So I did Anaheim. I did Disney out there in '97, I think. Where all they had was the R2D2 Star Wars ride, the C-3PO.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
so
it.
Battlestar came in, and it was the first part of the tram ride when it was built in, and the tram would come down out of Universal Studios, come around, and they would play. It's kind of like if you've ever been on the tram ride, it's very Jungle Cruise, where they are like there's like they're acting about what's happening and what's going on around you.
Yeah.
So you go in, you come around, and you make a left. and there's a huge fucking, and I mean huge, Cylon like ship, like in the roadway. Oh, a ship has landed in the road, and you know they go in and the doors open, and you go in and you're in the Cylon ship, and it's and so as you're cruising down on the right hand side, it's like a base star with all the Cylons and up there and stuff, and on the other side it's all dark, but it's basically playing out the scene from the movie where they're on the Ovion planet at the end. So as you're going, the Imperious leader's up there, and he's like, "Oh, we got the humans and blah blah blah," and then like the lights come on, and like all the Ovions and like the stuff eating the people are like over here, like, and there's all these aliens, and then a Starbuck guy comes running in with his like gun, and he starts shooting at like all the Cylons, like, get out of here, I'll hold them off. And what's funny is when he shoots the Cylon, right? Because they're all like Cylon, like mannequins, like mannequins, yeah. So they look really good. They're just like Cylons, and they're like light is shooting out and shit. But then whenever he would shoot a Cylon, it would just do, instead of falling down, it would just open. It would just go like that and just fall open. And so they would just start falling open, and then they would drive us out, and they'd be like, "Oh my god, we survived the Cylon base star," and then you were on to the rest of the thing. And then that was torn down many years later to put in the Back to the Future 3D ride on top of it. So it's long gone.
I did the Back to the Future in Orlando. I did the Back to the Future, the E.T., the King Kong.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was at the original King Kong before it burned down. So I was glad I got to see that. That was really cool. Like that was when it was still the robot mannequin thing that was like gigantic, and it burned down. And so now they've rebuilt it, but now instead of actually the mannequin, it's just high def screens. And so you just see a big screen of, you know, what's going on. So it's not the same at all.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Although the backlot tram ride through that is actually pretty cool.
It is. It is fun.
The one in California.
If you like movies, it's fun to see.
Well, because I don't know, it was the last time you've been on it, but the last time I went on it was like 2019, just before COVID. Like you go on it, it's like a 45-minute.
Oh, you just froze out.
Yeah. See, it's not just me tonight. It's not me.
One thing, the tram, I always liked the tram ride, and I haven't been on it since like probably the 80s, maybe the 90s, at some point in the 90s. So I don't remember a lot of the differences, but back in like the 80s, the tram was so long, the tram ride, that there was a break in the middle, and you would go down to this place called the Prop Plaza, and it would drop you off, and you could have lunch, and you know there's restaurants and you can eat there. But Prop Plaza is filled with stuff that's from the movies, right? So they had like foam rocks that were like gigantic rocks. You could be like the Bionic Man and like huck, you know, foam rocks around. They had cars that were weighted, so you could lift them, and they would lift because the weight would shift. They had like a prison where the bars were rubber, so you could like, you know, bend them like that. So it was a really fun thing. And then I remember doing that as a kid. And then when I came back many years later, that had been cut out of the thing. So I was like, motherfucker, like that's what I want. I want to go back to Prop Plaza and monkey around.
Yeah, because the ride is like 45 minutes.
It's a ride, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And so you're West Coast. What was the stand-in for Wally World?
Magic Mountain. Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That I can't think of what it was called, but that roller coaster where they do the loop-de-loop, it's in the far back of Magic Mountain. It's one of the back end rides. Yeah. Magic Mountain.
Okay. All right, guys, listen. We did an hour and a half tonight. I want to thank you for joining us. I want to thank everybody.
You're not going to stay out to midnight?
Negative.
New year, new structure of the show.
Exactly.
Instagram's never happening again. So I want to thank everybody who hung out with us on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you for giving us your time. We had fun. Thank you for the chats. And here we go. Dan, thanks for chiming in at the end, brother. All right. Good evening, fellas. Happy freaking Friday and Happy New Year to you, Dan. Before we get out of here, Tom, let everybody know where they can find you, brother.
BigDogInc.com. Get your books. and we're on Facebook and all the socials, so you can find me or find the company. And we launched The Legend of Oz Wicked West January 24th.
Nice. January 24th. Calderon, where they can find you, bro?
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube this Sunday night with these two fine gentlemen. Sometimes Marvin.
Sometimes. You can't.
Sometimes.
You don't want to.
We gotta set up another retailer interview.
You don't want Marvin to be on there? Which one? You know, like
I never said that.
Well, you said you didn't say these two fine gentlemen. You didn't say Marvin's a fine gentleman.
Marvin is. I do see. Listen, Marvin's so special. He gets to do a whole show with me by himself.
Shut up. Okay.
All right. Yeah. See,
I stand corrected.
All right, there you go. And even though Magi's Grace is over, thank you everybody who participated. The Oswald Chronicles is still on there, so go check that out.
Oh, all right.
There you go.
Marvin, where can I find you, brother?
Comicsburg.com and theedgecomic.com. Hit up the websites, buy some books, and all the socials are there.
Way to be. And I am JD Rosario, also known as JD Unstoppable on most social media accounts. Comic Book Streamland is a part of Unstoppable Comics. So you can find all of our links and links to the show on that website. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight on January 2nd. And if you're catching us on the restream, please let us know where you're looking at us from. All right. Have a good night. See you next week, everybody. Later.
Have a good night.